How weird that I cannot seem to do this intro correctly. I just keep like talking real slow and not knowing what I want to say. But today is the big day. Today is the big day. It is the day of the Cowboy Carter concert. It is night 2 in DC, and I'm expecting a lot of things. I'm expecting to have a lot of fun. I'm expecting traffic. I'm expecting it to be hot. I'm expecting it to rain.
How you doing, pretty girl? I know I have the best fans in the world. Oh my God. Hello? Hey, sexy lady.
It's already looking like it's going to rain, so no surprise there. But yeah, I am so excited. This is my first ever Beyonce concert. So this is a big deal for me, and me and my mom decided to do it really, really big.
Look at that view, look at that view, look at that view.
There are 16 of us going. That is a lot of people, but it is going to be so worth it. All the people have been vetted, and we love all of them. So it should be a really good night, and fingers crossed it just goes off without a hitch. I think that's the phrase I was looking for. The reason why this is my first Beyonce concert is because I'm not a big concert goer anyway. I have only seen Chris Brown, Usher, and randomly Iggy Azalea when she first came out. I don't really like big arenas, stadiums. I'm not a people person like that. If I see an event with too many people, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just always have this irrational fear I'm gonna get trapped inside of a stadium or something. Like, and just like being around different people who don't know how to act really irritates me. Like, the older I get, the worse it gets. So I don't know. I'm just very mindful of that. Nonetheless, I am still very excited, and I do not excite very easily.
I'm so excited.
I wouldn't say I'm a stoic person, but I am just a very like even level person, and I don't really do a lot of this. And like I said, I'm not easily excited. I don't get excited about much. And I know that turns people all the way off, but it is how it is. I guess you could say I'm nonchalant in a way, but just naturally nonchalant. I'm not trying to be, I just am. I'm excited, and like this is my excited face, and I'm just like, oh my God. And the closer we get, the more excited I'm gonna get, the more like annoying I'll probably get. But yeah, so it's going to be such a good night, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I'm going to have a very soft day, if I'm being honest. So yeah, enjoy the rest of this video. That's all I can say. This is definitely going to be vlog style. I will be back with my regularly scheduled content, but of course I had to share this with you guys. So yeah.
I forgot to film my TikTok. I forgot to film it even before like I took a shower because I was gonna do that, and I don't like the way that lash looks, but it's gonna have to be. I'm not taking it off again. Okay, so yeah, I know, right? Yes, looking good over here. Now all I have to do is do my I want to film a TikTok of transition. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna like pull this back a little bit. There's a lot of hair in here. I'm so excited. It must be
That was one of the best experiences ever. It is Wednesday. Yeah, I had to take a whole day to recuperate from the concert. I have so many thoughts. Like, oh my gosh, like you Beyonce, like, why are you like this? This was supposed to be filmed kind of vlog style, but it you know when you plan something and you're like, okay, yeah, like it's gonna be really seamless. Nothing is ever seamless, right? This piece of hair is bothering me. Nothing is ever seamless, so you know you just kind of have to go with the flow, and it is very hard to film when you're corralling a lot of people. Like when you are the person kind of doing the logistic stuff and putting on said event in a way, it is very hard to sit down and just like, you know, film, be like, hey, it's the vlog. It's so hard to do that. In theory, it sounds like a very easy thing to do, but in the moment, especially when you're around lots of people, you're not thinking about that at all. But I do have quite a bit of footage on my phone. Now, during the concert, yes, I was able to like kind of just whip out my camera and be like, yes, look at this, taking the moment. But the lead up to everything, absolutely not. Like it was so much going on. People were running late. You know, of course, there was a hiccup, which there really shouldn't have been. Nothing super crazy. So you were there for a little bit of the pre stuff. I was getting ready. My friend called me in the middle of when I was getting ready. So then I wasn't able to film as much as I wanted to. Not that there was that much to film because I was literally just like trying to fix my hair and, you know, really beat my face. And, you know, I've come to learn that I like my face more like this, more natural than just a full beat. It's very interesting. Like sometimes I like the full beat, but most of the time, like this eats, in my opinion, and just feels so much more natural because I felt like my face was like this all night. The pre stuff was just like taking pictures with everybody who was going to be on the party bus because we did get a party bus. We get to the venue, there was a hiccup. Somebody didn't have a clear bag and it was too big of a bag. And so they had to like check the bag in a locker and it ended up working out fine. And, you know, I had my passes on my phone, scanned everything in. So here's the thing. I did not share this in the beginning, but we did book a box suite for the concert. And there's two reasons why we did that. One was because my mom and I knew that we wanted to do a VIP type of experience. Now, I will do floor seats. I will do 100s even, but I'm really not big on doing anything too far back where the seating gets a little bit tighter and it's just nonsense, you know? Like I said in the beginning, I'm not a big fan of being around a lot of people. There's always just too much going on with other people like that you don't know. But we did know that we wanted to do a VIP experience. It was gonna have to happen that way. I would have been fine in a pit, but I don't know. I feel like in the pits there's the super fans. That's all I'm gonna say. And the super fans are gonna do a whole lot. And that's fine. But like I'm very more of like I'm gonna just sing along and be like this. You know, I'm not a like, yeah, we're gonna dance and do all the choreography. I'm not doing all that, no. But I will, you know, sing along, absolutely. So yeah, the suite was a very nice guy that I was coordinating with. He was amazing. He did very well. We had the best house in the seat. Oh, the best house in the seat. We had the best seat in the house. We really did. Apparently that is what he told my mom, and I was blown away. And you know, I've done some experiences before, but this one it's probably at the top of my list. The second reason why we ended up booking the suite was because we decided like, hey, let's invite people and see if they want to chip in, you know, and if people didn't want to chip in, then we weren't going to do the box. But people did. They were like, absolutely, yes, let's do it. You know, I got you. And we started this in March. So everybody was good to go like 2 weeks before, actually. Yeah, it ended up all working out. And then from there, we were good to go. Everything is cool except the AC. They were fixing the AC while we were getting there. And I was like, what is going on? Like, so when we open the suite, it's, you know, it doesn't really have like a window or anything. It's just outside. They ended up kicking up the AC and it like kicked in and eventually cooled down in there. But I was like, oh God, like if the AC is like gonna stay broken, that's gonna suck so bad. Once we started dancing and stuff, we were back to sweating already. Oh God, the concert. I'm still processing the actual concert. It was just so amazing and so much fun, and just like I'm still like just thinking about it, and I still can't believe I've been to a Beyonce concert now, because like this was my first one. I had never been to one, and this is a great like first type of thing option, and I was just so like, oh my God, I can't believe like this is my life. I don't know, it kind of like brought tears to my eyes, not in the moment but just like afterwards when I was thinking about it. And Beyonce obviously is an amazing performer. She does, that mic was on, baby. That mic was on. And not that I ever doubted that. I always knew that. And she's just a great performer. The production of everything was obviously amazing. I guess, being a perfectionist isn't such a bad thing. I don't have any notes for the concert. It was just amazing. Like it was 10 out of 10, and how she manages to always not even top herself, but always stay consistent with her performances is beyond me. She's just good at what she does, and I have no notes. Like the storytelling was beautiful. Like Beyonce does very well at telling a story. I love all the Easter eggs that she has, that like you're trying to figure out like, okay, well she started today at 8:25, and tomorrow or the next concert she might start at like 7:59. Like those things mean something. Even the dates mean something. Obviously the 4th of July show was, the 4th of July, the Emancipation Proclamation. So just trying to figure out what her dates mean, the times that she starts the shows. I believe she started the shows based off of when the sun was setting, because it wouldn't have made sense to start here until right at like 8:30, because that's when the sun set. I think it set at 8:32 that night. It just didn't make sense for her to go on any earlier than that. You wouldn't have been able to see anything. So I ended up looking up what was significant about July 7th. Obviously, July 4th was the day the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. On July 7th in Washington, D.C., 4 people were, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube, but executed for their roles in the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln. It was 4 people, and one of them was a woman, and it was the first woman to ever be executed, which is crazy. But yeah, those were the conspirators of his assassination. I definitely believe that the two coincided, because the Emancipation Proclamation was signed and then, he was assassinated. So I do believe those were, they coincided. That was the main thing that happened on those dates. I want to say the LA dates, those were the Rodney King riots, and it happened for 5 days, because she did 5 nights in LA, I believe. Again, I'll have to fact check everything. I'm not just gonna like run my mouth and be wrong. But yeah, so like all the Easter eggs are always so nice. She has Easter eggs in all of her visuals. Everything was very historical. All of her music means something. Like I don't know how anybody was listening to the album and thinking like, yeah, this is about her and Jay-Z, which I do think some are double entendres, but most of it was about America and how Black people kind of built this country. One of the shirts she released, it says, never ask for permission for something that already belongs to you. And that's not just words. That means something. Like obviously we know what that means. And I don't know, sometimes I don't even think it goes over people's heads. I just think sometimes people don't want to like think of deeper meaning, things like that. But I think 2 things can happen when people are enjoying a concert. Like obviously you can just enjoy her music and be a fan or whatever. I know my appreciation doesn't really mean anything, but like it's still, I have no words. Like it's so hard to say how much I enjoyed the show. It was just amazing, and it is so much deeper to me personally than just music. And the visuals inspired my art. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but Cowboy Carter actually really inspired me to paint. Like it's something about her music was just like, paint more. You need to paint more, and paint what you feel and what you see in your head and all that. So it was a must that I went to this concert, even if I was in nosebleeds. There's so much I can say about Beyonce and the Cowboy Carter show. One last thing, I do have to show you guys this because my friend sacrificed 2 hours of her time for this, not just for me. She went for herself as well, but she sat in the merch line for 2 hours and got me the DC exclusive shirt. Ugh. And this is Washington, D.C. on the back. Ugh. And the funny thing is, I am not even a merch girly, but that is too hard to pass up. It is just too hard to pass up. Ugh. I told my friend she's God's favorite because she got the last 5 shirts. My mom ended up getting the Rodeo Chitlin Circuit shirt with all the dates on it and the cities on it. She really liked that one, and it's the silhouette of her. I'll try to like post it if I can find it online. But yeah, everything was just a 10 out of 10. Would I do it differently? Yes. Next time I would drive. I personally don't need a party bus. We ended up being in traffic regardless. So I would drive and just meet everybody there. I think it is less of a headache to do it that way. Because try to meet up at one place, you do end up running the risk of somebody running really late, and that's not fun. We weren't really late or anything. We were like running behind by maybe 15 minutes. And that wasn't a super huge deal, but anything more than that, I would have been like, we gotta go. And then you would have been mad. If she does act 3, I will probably do the box again. Now I'm in contact with the person. So given that her next theme is most likely going to be rap or rock, so people are saying, I will probably just dress comfortably. Details about my outfit. I think I mentioned that it is from Revolve. It is the brand Super Down. It is a 2-piece set. It was so gorgeous, very fitting. And one of the things that I was thinking was like, oh, I want to be able to wear this again. So I know that I probably will wear that again, even if it's separately or together. I have no shame in my game. I'm going to rewear the things I purchase. It just makes sense to do so. The hair. So I still have the hair in. These are clip-ins, and I just kind of like put these in just randomly, but they are actually 2 bundles that I got. They're from different brands though. I like the first brand of hair that I got a little bit better because it's a little bit more kinkier and a little bit closer to my texture. Whereas the other bundle I got, it's more of like a curl like that. And it's just not giving the like textured look that matches my hair more. But this made me want to get a curly sew-in. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would get a curly sew-in now. And now that I know how to like really braid down my hair, I may do so because why not? Like, now I'm thinking about it for my birthday, and I don't know what color I would do. I would do an ombre because trying to do like a color I don't know, maybe I would just do black. No, I'd do black because the chances are I'm going to keep it in for about a month. But I think I will do it after my birthday because I actually want to do my kinky twist that I do every year. And I want to have those in for about 2-3 weeks. And I want them to be blonde and red, but ombre blonde and red. It'll match the theme of my party. Half of the theme of my party. So those are the details on my hair. I will have everything linked down below. I'll have both vendors in here. One of the vendors is unavailable though. The first one that I bought. The second one is still available. But I really like this whole look that I have going on. And, I don't know. I might be converted to some clip-ins because it works out. And the curly hair, the wefts are really easy to hide. But yeah, I have been talking for over probably 30 minutes now. And I just wanted to like go over details and just talk about my experience at the Beyonce concert. My first Beyonce concert because, most people are on like their 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th concert of Beyonce, and I'm on my first. And I've literally been listening to Beyonce since I was like 9, 8, probably younger than that. And I've been a fan for a long time, but again, like I said, I'm not a concert goer, so it wasn't really like me to even be at a concert. But the fact that we got to do it this way and not like we did with Usher. Because with Usher, I did it like the normal general population way, which was fine. I still enjoyed myself. Luckily, we weren't around a whole lot of riffraff. We were just chilling in our little section of the venue. Such an amazing experience. I am still processing it. This one, oh God, just this was amazing. And I wouldn't have done it any other way, honestly. Like, I'm so glad we did it this way. There were moments where it was like a little stressful. Like, I was stressing trying to like get these boxes because it was a first come, first serve basis. But once people see the price of stuff, people will back out. And I totally understand. Luckily, we had a big enough group to kind of split the cost. So that actually ended up working out so well. But yeah, this was amazing. But it is time to get back to my regularly scheduled content. I was doing the vlogs because I was trying to do a lot of this stuff and prepare for the concert, and there have been birthdays going on, going out, all that. So it's just been summering here. So yeah, but the regular content will be back. I will be back just trying to be more motivational, I guess. I don't like that word because I don't feel like I'm a motivational speaker, but yeah, I be talking. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Even if you didn't make it all the way through, that is fine. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I haven't said that in a while, but I will see you in the next one. Bye.